Welcome. This is the second part of the course, Happy Relationships. This part is called Creating Love. In the last part, you have learned the right concept of love. This part of your course marks the beginning of a new way of loving, and it is called Creating Love. Till now, hundreds of situations must have happened in your relationship. Some appeared pleasant to your mind, some unpleasant, some created confusion and ambiguity, some created anger, some created sadness and despair, some surprise, and so on. And whenever you have experienced any difficult time, you felt lack of love, isn't it? Do you not think that your partner must have also experienced the lack of love in the same way? If you have learned that you need to take ownership of your relationship, then is it not your responsibility to proactively create love in the relationship? Yes, it is. It is not about your romantic efforts, but more about the true sense of love that you need to create in the relationship. Difficult situations are normal to occur in any relationship. But if there is love, then both of you can deal with any challenging situation very easily. The relationship that has love as a central pillar is called love-strong relationship. In the later part of the course, you will learn how to resolve issues and solve problems. But if your relationship is not a love-strong relationship, then no amount of problem solving can help. Love must not be dependent on any circumstance around both of you. So following are the 5 important aspects that you need to remember in order to create love between the two of you. If you start establishing the culture of creating love proactively, then your partner will also start loving you in the same manner. So give a commitment to your own self that you will learn these aspects very well. Here are the aspects that are important in creating love. The first aspect is valuing your partner's qualities. It is very important to acknowledge the positive aspects of your partner's personality. At the times when you're upset with your partner, you lose sight of the positive aspects of your partner and of the relationship. It becomes important to take a few moments and think about selected positive aspects of your partner's personality. To begin with, you can start identifying even 3 to 5 distinguishing things about your partner that you find really good. Even if these qualities are slightly evident at few times, still it is very important to note them. For this, you can write those things on a paper. Think about the respective incidents when you witness those qualities. When you tell those qualities describing the specific situations to your partner, then he or she will admire you for saying them. It may appear very new to you, but deep down, your partner needs to be valued. Everyone needs to be valued. Also, if you are comfortable, you can ask your partner to describe the qualities in you as well. The second aspect is acknowledgement. On a daily basis, if a couple acknowledges each other's gestures, then a positive regard will start getting formed. And positive regard is a big determinant of love. For this, you need to mention every big or small thing that your partner does for you. Acknowledgement is not new to you. You definitely acknowledge the attendant in a restaurant when he serves you your dish in the way you expect. So why not to acknowledge your own partner who loves you day in and day out? Maybe you do not have the habit of acknowledging your own people, but there are many things that your partner does that must be acknowledged. And you can do this in 4 simple steps. The first step is to tell what he or she did for you. It may be a small or big thing, but you need to specify it. The second step is to share how you felt because of that thing. When you tell how you felt, the other realizes how important it was for you. Here, you need to mention the feeling in words and just not use cliché words like happy or nice or good. Few examples of words that describe the feelings are: I felt important, I felt special, I felt needed, wanted, loved, acknowledged, understood. The third step is to mention the impact of that gesture on you. You can tell about the new belief that got formed in your mind because of that gesture. These statements can start from, "It makes me believe that," or "Now I believe that." This has to be explained in an affirmative manner of the good that is happening now. Please do not explain in terms of what is not happening now. Example, "Now I can trust you more." Do not say, "Now the mistrust has gone." Both the statements have a different impact. And the last step is to tell to the other, what can you do for the other because of that gesture? This is the reward for the other that he or she must know. Acknowledging this way creates a sense of love between a couple. When you share in this fashion, the other will also start acknowledging your efforts. The third aspect is being proactive to fulfill the needs of your partner. Ideally, the first task that a couple must do is to establish a sound knowledge of each other's likes, dislikes, aspirations, dreams, pain areas, and feel-good factors. Only when you know them, you can begin to do those things for the other. It is obvious that energy does not get destroyed or wasted, it just changes form. So will your efforts for your partner. You need to be proactive in doing things that your partner needs or expects from you. This proactiveness is a very powerful predictor of relationship stability. For this, take opportunity to build a detailed map of your partner's mind. You need to know about your partner's history, concerns, preferences, and his or her current world. You can casually ask open-ended questions. Your partner may give elaborate answers on few questions. He or she may give subtle hints on other questions. And some answers may be a simple yes or a no. It is important to believe those answers and act accordingly. When your partner is sharing his or her views, your mind may not feel in the same way as your partner does. For example, your partner mentions that politics is about hypocrisy. Remember, it is your partner's world. You may have your own understanding and preferences, but loving is about loving the way the other wants. You do not need to believe the same way, but surely you can ensure that your partner is not forced to watch a political debate on TV. Of course, if politics interests you, you're not supposed to refrain yourself. You need to create a central route which ensures the comfort of your partner. You need to love your partner from your best capacity. In case there are things that you're not capable of doing, but you have the willingness, then as well your partner will value you because he or she will sense your intent. Never reject or disapprove your partner. Nobody can take rejection or criticism, however incorrect he or she may be. You too need approval, and so does your partner. Giving approval to your partner is about respecting his or her thoughts, feelings, and aspirations, and this is loving your partner. Fourth aspect is establishing primacy for the partner. However important other relationships may be, still, all of them exist in your life for a limited time, and they have a limited scope. But only your partner will be there for you forever. Your parents, children, siblings are all very important, but they have a limited role. Primacy is about making the other feel that the relationship with him or her is prime. Giving primacy to relationship with your partner is like an investment plan that definitely pays. It is placing slightly more importance as compared to other relationships. This does not mean that other relationships are not important. When you were a student, you had to give primacy to your education. But for that, you did not have to abandon your parents, friends, or your hobbies. Similarly, when you started your career, you gave primacy to your career. And now, when you are starting your marriage, you have to give primacy to it as well. It is about knowing, feeling, and showing that your partner is most important. At the same time, it is important that you give the due attention to your family, friends, and other office colleagues. Establishing primacy is making a circle which has permissible boundary. The couple stays inside this circle of primacy, and other people who are important are also allowed to come in at all times. But you need to remember that they come and go. The boundary explains primacy for the partner. You do not need to be blunt in establishing this boundary. Be careful that you do not have to show any gesture that makes others feel discriminated. Do it gracefully or in a joking or jovial way that other people find it comfortable in accepting the primacy. If your folks are wise, they will understand the boundary. And in case someone is not that wise, then you have to be a little assertive in establishing the primacy. Let us understand few gestures and examples that are helpful in establishing the primacy. Whenever other people ask you to make any decision, look at your spouse and make an eye contact with an aim of seeking your partner's input. This way, your partner will feel the primacy and so will others. Even if the decision is small or big, maintaining primacy is a must. Whenever you accomplish something, even if it has less significance or more, acknowledge your partner's role behind that success. This will make your partner feel prime. Be with your partner in public gathering. Try that your partner is never alone in any public gathering unless he or she wants to attend some function alone. Giving and getting your spouse the due importance in a group or private is very important. Whenever your partner needs your help, listening to him or her establishes the primacy. These are few ways to establish primacy, but there can be many other ways that you can use to express primacy. Although doing these things do not require much effort, but if not done, they make your partner feel unwanted. Generally, when you are amongst others, it is very likely that you forget giving primacy to your partner. But it needs to be remembered. If you establish primacy for your partner in the eyes of your family members, then they will also start respecting and acknowledging your partner in the same way as you do. The fifth aspect. The fifth aspect is standing up for the partner. A friend in need is a friend indeed. This also holds true even in your relationship with your partner. Love gets created the most in the time of need. Friends of good time are many, but the one who stands beside in the time of need is most remembered. So if you support your partner, in case someone is criticizing him or her in your presence or even behind your presence, then it is the test of your love. Even your parents or siblings or friends can end up criticizing your partner intentionally or unintentionally. Obviously, if it is some outsider, you will stand up for your partner without wasting 1 second. But the challenge is when it is your close one doing wrong to your partner. You have to stand up for your partner while recognizing that close one's concern. When you are there for your partner, the respect in the eyes of your partner for you will increase multifold. This as well contributes to creating love. The disconnect between others and your partner is because of difference in thinking, and it is normal. But even if your partner has done something undesirable, you have to take side of your partner at that moment. It is tricky. It is your own family member who is also important to you. So you need to acknowledge his or her point of view as well, while acknowledging the possibility of mistake from your partner's end. Still, it should convey to everyone that you are on the side of your partner. This way, you create love. You do not have to correct your partner in front of others under any circumstance. Though, at a later time, you can have a discussion around that situation with your partner. But you need to do that in a closed room. The following part of the course will help you to learn the way to resolve problems. It is called Connection Talk. If you practice all that you have learned till now, you will become capable of creating a happy and love-filled relationship. Wishing the best for you. Be happy. Be peaceful. Do well and keep growing.